Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another edition of Exploring with IUX. Express, explain, and excite. And I'm very excited today because we have a very special topic in the form of an introduction to SAP or SAP. And we are going to be talking to some experts on that very subject. And so, without further ado, let me introduce you. Let's first of all explain what is SAP. SAP is an acronym that stands for Systems, Application and Products. SAP courses have recently achieved widespread popularity among young students in Pakistan and IT professionals as the world moves towards a fast-paced technological world. The new technology makes it easier for organizations to automate work, and IT experts with valid qualifications have a significant career advantage. So we are delighted that we're going to be joined in this webinar to talk all about that with Ali Shaikh, who is the head of digital transformation at CIBA, which is a Consulting Pakistan Limited, and Muhammad Salman, head of SAP at. We're going to be talking about the growing need for data SAP training. Okay, so let's bring them in. So Ali, welcome to the podcast. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Walaikum assalam. Thank you, George, for having me.
Great. And we're going to be talking a little bit about CIBA and your work there. But let's introduce our next guest, who is head of SAP and business at Continental Biscuits, Salman Muhammad, or Muhammad. Sorry, Muhammad Salman or Salman Muhammad?
It's Muhammad Salman.
Muhammad Salman, yes, that's what I had written down, but then I saw on the thing it was Salman Muhammad, so I got a bit confused. Okay, and finally, our final guest is the manager of academics here at IUX, will help us answer some of the questions. It's Kirat Sabir. Hi, Kirat.
Hi, George. Thank you so much for having us here.
Okay, so we are doing like an introduction to SAP. Well, actually, my first question is it? Do we call it SAP? Do we call it SAP? How do we use the term? What's the right way of talking about it?
Okay, George, the right way of talking about SAP, it's not SAP. It's basically an SAP.
SAP.
It's
okay.
like system application products and data processing, like what German actually says. But in Pakistan, we used to say SAP, but it's not a right.
That's not. So we should be calling it SAP. Okay.
Yeah, like CIBA always try to explain our consultants and our students and our customers once they are graduating from certification of SAP with CIBA, they are not allowed to say SAP. They have to say SAP. Otherwise, they will be
SAP.
charging a penalty from us.
Okay, well, I don't want to get charged a penalty from you, so I will try and use SAP today. So let's start off by, I suppose that the most obvious question is, SAP kya hai? Give us a brief overview of SAP.
Okay. Let me start and then Salman will continue with it. Okay. Basically, SAP is an ERP, an enterprise resource planning solution for all businesses across the world, which includes our automotive industries, pharmaceutical industries, fast moving consumable goods, small medium enterprises. Each and every industry solution is available with SAP. Now there are several ERPs in the world, like we have Oracle, we have Udo, Microsoft Dynamics, but why SAP? The question is this: because right now the digital transformation era is having, and many of our customers need end-to-end solution, and for that end-to-end solution they required us services like an ERP which helps them in their finance, in their human resources, in their production, in their procurement, and everything. So SAP helps them to realign their business processes, to get the perfect reports, to get into the proper production and procurement for their businesses. And that's why SAP is now the leading ERP in the world, which is formed in 1972 by three IBM engineers.
When you say ERP, what does that stand for?
ERP is basically a solution, a software. It's the full form of that is enterprise resource planning.
So
If
is SAP is a sort of data processing
yes,
solution?
yes.
Okay. And could you tell me a little bit about CIBA? What do you do at
Okay.
CIBA? Because
Okay,
you
SIBA was
yeah,
formed in 2014 by three of us, our visionary leaders, and SIBA is the number one SAP training and certification partner. Along with, we are providing global services in which we include business processes reengineering, IT audits. We are providing other ERP solutions. The main motive to launch SIBA back 7 years ago is to train our youth with the digital skills. We are the largest partners in SAP for providing more than 50,000 plus certification in last 7 years. And here we are today
right.
with IU extension that we can train our young youth to be the part of our digital industries for next upcoming era and to be the part of that ecosystem.
And SAP is very important. If you guys
Okay.
allow me to, I want to share something.
And sure, Salman, bolo.
Actually, why SAP is important in this world? Why SAP is important and it's growing market? Because SAP connects. It's an ERP software. It connects all the parts of the business organization and function. It provides you the best part is integration and the reporting tool. The rest of the software, the other softwares are not providing that much integration and reporting tools. It's a business suite. You can say it's fully digital platform. It includes different modules like finance, procurement, sales, and everything. It provides a business real-time insights about the sales inside, you can say, and manage the very complex, processes. Enable the better analysis and the forecasting tool, you can say. The SAP is far better than others.
So, okay, I let's talk to me like a 5-year-old because I have the mental capacity of a 5-year-old. So, if, for example, your business is making, well, let's take your business, Salman, biscuits,
Yes,
okay?
sure. Yes.
So suddenly there's an uptick in people because it's, I don't know, it's the cricket's on, and people are starting to eat more biscuits because they're watching cricket at home. Okay, so people are buying more of your Continental biscuits. So that information is coming to your business, and suddenly, so that flows. So the demand is increasing. So your production, your manufacturing wing of the business needs to buy more flour, buy more butter, all the products. And is that what the SAP does? And then and then automatically you're forecasting your profits from the uptick in sales. Is that what SAP does?
Yes.
It's a
Yeah, it is
fully
working the same way.
integrated.
SAP also provide the planning tools. You're planning and the forecasting based on your your previous or seasonal effect. You can say that. Like for let's take an example. Next month, the West Indies cricket team is in Pakistan. If we are planning to do something like we are promoting our products, so we are going to make some more biscuits and increase our production. So everything is based on the planning and the forecasting. So SAP gives you the it integrates all the function, the business functions, like every module, like finance, the purchasing, and the sales department. It integrates all that. So if we are
And
planning to do
marketing?
something, sorry, come again.
And marketing as well?
Yes, yeah, marketing as well. So all departments are integrated. So whenever we need, marketing gives you some directions, like we are going to plan something, we are going to promoting something, our products. So they give us a plan to production department, the production department making them manufacturing the products. So after that, after the manufacturing or the products, so their sales department going to sell those products very easily. So sometimes, the biscuit is a seasonal product. So it based on your season. Like if next month the schooling and the college are going to close, so we are going to plan something different. We are focusing and we are targeting like the tourist industry as well. So SAP gives you all the functionality and visibility.
So, just talking on that, how do you, dive into the weeds a little bit, Salman. How do
Okay.
you at Continental Biscuits use SAP? Give us a real-time example.
A real time example, like I think again, I'm going to tell you like now. Let's take an example, like if PSL is going to be live next month, you can say that if let's take an example, the PSL, the Pakistan, the cricket leagues. Okay, so the marketing department focusing on that league, they are going to give us the plans and we are going to promoting our products. So they give the plan to the production department. The production department using the SAP, they use planning tool, so planning transactions. So they are going to make some productions about the particular product. The marketing gives us a production plan. So after the production plan, the manufacturing, the production team, they're going to make or manufacturing those products. So after the products, they give us a finished product, then there are some time for making those products. So after the products give, they are going to promoting the sales team, the sales area sales team, they are going to sell those products.
Okay, okay, so that makes, yeah.
I have to
So,
add on one thing, Salman. We like George. We are currently moving towards a digital transformation era, and
Okay.
SAP previously in 2015 launched SAP S4 HANA, which is now the
Okay.
latest product of SAP and implementing across the industries in Pakistan.
Yes.
Approximately, there are 25 different companies each month they are who are implementing in textile sector, in FMCG. Currently, Salman also signed a project with a company for SAP S4 HANA implementation, and he's a project manager, and they are implementing the latest solution. They're previously working on SAP as well, but I guess they are implementing cloud solution of SAP. Salman, would you want to share something about that as well?
Because Ali, you were talking about the digital transformation. Basically, the digital transformation, again, it enables the business functions. Okay, it gives you your legacy system. It enhance the or it's modernize the legacy system, accelerate the efficiency and the cost effective products. So we are going
Sorry,
to
Saman, I want to interrupt you for a moment because
sorry.
these podcasts will be listening by the youngsters and the students. Can you please elaborate what is the legacy system so that
Legacy
they can
system,
fully understand?
like your old system, we are using the SAP, the old products ECC6. Now we are going to the new product, which is called the S4 HANA Rise with SAP, the cloud solutions, which is called digital transformation. Okay, the digital transformation, basically what I'm saying, it enables a business to modernize the legacy system from ECC system to S4, the new Rise with SAP system. Okay, it accelerates, it's more efficient, it gives you more workflows and the more integration about integrate about different integration between different departments. It gives you the more security, increase the profitability. You know, when you can say that when I was in university, so I was using the different mobile phone. Now I'm using the iPhone or the different technology. What gives you the more, the more technology platform like the cloud solutions. But when we are in university or the students, we are more focusing about the storage, the memory, and the RAM storage location. Capacity. So now in Pakistan and around the world, we are not focusing about the storage location, storage and capacity. Why? Because they provide the cloud solution as well. So you don't bother to get the more capacity mobile. We are the mobile phone gives you the cloud solution as well. So digital transformation technology could be, better, you can say, modify the existing business process to meet the customer requirement, and give you the more visibility about your products and about your business functions.
And it
Okay,
presumably,
George.
it presumably,
Sorry.
it presumably just automates so much of your business functionality that you're not having
Yes,
to. It automatically updates. It sends out an order to your supplier that you need more flour, or you need more sugar, or you need more whatever it is for your product, because
yes.
it's connected with the sales arm, and so
With the
everything.
uh, SAP also provide the connects with your vendor, your supplier as well. If your supplier
Yeah.
using the different technology, if supplier using the SAP, we can easily connect with the SAP to SAP system. So
Okay.
SAP gives you.
So
Oh yes,
yeah, let's move on to. So as Ali mentioned, there will be students and people listening to this, and we will be repeating it in the next couple of days as well. Is that what are the benefits of IT and ERP certifications in the modern world? Can you elaborate on that, Ali, a little bit?
Sure. Okay. If we take us back 10 years back, we see that a student passing out from the university gets a job. But that time the industries are not that digitalized so much. But if we take back 3 or 4 years back, when the pandemic has entered in the world, we see that all the industries and all the companies are digital transformed. They are using their system from home. The work from home factor is comes. So that time we required a digital solution, and to run that digital solution, we need a digital certification. If and now, like SAP is the leading ERP in the world, so the SAP certification boom enters into the market for last 5 to 6 years, and SAP S4 HANA is already implementing in different companies. So the main requirement of the industry is right now to get the trained employees, to get the certified employees who can run their system. Right now, if somebody is
And that is
graduating
what
from the
we
sorry.
and that is what we're doing here at IUX.
Yeah, exactly. If some student is graduating in HR, in finance, in computer science, and they have an extra skill, that is a certification. If I will talk about only SAP, they have some other certification like Microsoft, Oracle, and other ERPs. But a certification is a mandatory requirement right now for the industries. Salman will second my point, as he is in the industry of biscuits manufacturing. He knows that the requirement of the certification and the benefits the current modern market requires, that the student, if he gets certified, he will getting a good raise in the salary. If
yes.
let's look at a very
I
yes,
want
sorry,
to add
Salman.
something. Sorry, Ali, cut you off. I want to add something. During this pandemic situations, if the company are not using any integrated or any digital transformation, or you can say the digital software, they get losses. Why? Because during this lockdown period, the person is not allowed to go to the office and using this system. So, with the SAP or digital transformation software, you can say that. The people can easily connect their business processes from their homes, from anywhere. You can connect SAP from anywhere in the world. You can easily connect, you can easily perform your task and the operations at home, at anywhere in the world. So it is very easy. So if company were not using those softwares, they get losses. And for the students, I want to add something. Why? Because if you are doing MBA or BBA or different graduation subjects you were choosing, but why SAP is important to you? Because whenever you are going to going to the market will always ask you, why should we hire you? Because what actually Ikra University and CIBA is trying to do is to make the students more understanding, give you the more understanding about the product and the business processes. The student must understand the business process and business functionality before going to the market, because whenever you go into the market, the recruiter must ask you, what extra do you have? You must say, we have SAP global certification, we understand the business process, we understand the business functionality.
So,
Simply you can
so
say it's a competitive edge over others.
absolutely.
Further,
So
I
from this,
want to add a point on Salman's thing. Like right now, CPEC is around the corner. There are billions of industries are having in CPEC, and if we do not train our youngsters, so the China and other countries will
yeah,
embody their employees in Pakistan to use that system. So we have to train our generation for the digital transformation. We have to train our generation for the latest certifications, experience with SAP as well in latest SAP technologies, and that's why VA and IUX collaborated each other for the latest SAP Analytical Cloud and Ariba certification. And moreover, if I talk about SAP Ariba, like SAP Ariba is the latest solution. So these certifications are not offered by any others except IUX and CIBA. So it would be an advantage for the IUX students as well and for the outsiders as well.
and someone just getting back to your point, when you're hiring at Continental Biscuits, it's not good enough to be a CS graduate or a business grad. You are looking for people with that additional skill set in order
Yes, yes, we are also looking. Why? It is very,
to
George. I want
not
I want to tell you something. It
only
is very honorable because I'm
not
also a graduated from Ikra University. In 2007, I have done my MBA in finance.
okay.
So after that, I moved to the market. They, when I joined CBL, they must they asked me, what extra do you have? So the CBL was running in SAP. They asked me, what extra do you have? I said, I have a SAP certified. I have a SAP certification. I am a certified, finance certified person. So it's a competitive edge over others. When the company is recruiting someone, they know that the person, the student is certified or the graduated from anywhere, from any university. But the students who have some extra qualification or certification like SAP, they have more chances rather than others.
Great. I know poor old Kira's been very quiet for the last 20 minutes or so. But can I just bring you in now? Could you tell us a little bit about the orientation we're having here at IUX main campus, IUX on Saturday? Could you tell us about what that's about and what the purpose of it is?
Yeah, sure. Since everybody has already discussed that most of the businesses these days are using the ERP, uh, that is the Enterprise Resource Planning, and SAP is one of the most promising software in terms of ERP, right? So we are coming up with an orientation on coming Saturday, which is 21st of May, and we will disclose the timing of the orientation shortly with each one of you. But in this orientation specifically, we will be looking towards not just the youngsters, but also the executive level people who want to get enrolled in this certification, which is globally certified and it is affiliated with Germany. So we would be encouraging each one of the students. To get enrolled and be a part of the orientation. It is completely free of cost. We are not going to charge anything for the orientation. So if anyone having anything in their mind regarding what exactly SIBA is, regarding what exactly IU extension is providing to the students or the prospects, we will be answering each of the questions, whatever they have in their minds. And specifically, since Salman just have mentioned that he has already been graduated from Ikra University, so once you are an ICRA University graduate, alumni, or a current student, you will be benefit with through some multiple perks and advantages. Like for instance, we actually had a word with SIBA and we are collaborating with them.
Well,
So we got to know that. Yeah, please. Are you saying something? Okay, so I'm continuing with that. For instance, we are just collaborating with SIBA, right? Am I audible to each one of you?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So since we are collaborating with SIBA,
No,
and
no,
it has,
but actually, one, I
yes,
think there
George,
is a delay.
there's a
I
delay.
think there's a lag
Do you want me to repeat what I said?
for. I think there's a lag. Let's just move on. The question I wanted to ask you. You said that there were going to be lots of questions answered at the orientation, but could I
Yeah.
ask you quickly which SAP modules IUX is offering to students in this
So
course?
we are currently coming up with the 5 different domains in SAP Global Certification, and the domains I'm about to mention, that is supply chain management, computer sciences, cloud and analytics, finance, and HR. So basically, when we talk about these domains, in these particular domains, we come up with different modules, right? For instance, if we are talking about cloud analytics, we have a module in it. If we are talking about supply chain management, we are coming up with module in it. So no matter whatever your educational background is, if for instance, if you are from finance, if you are from HR, if you are from supply chain management, you can still be a part of SAP Global Certification. And according to your requirement in terms of your education or your educational background, you can be a part of it. And this is
So
all
that
we will be discussing in the orientation. Yeah.
so this brings me on to my next question, and I think this next question can be open to everyone here. So you don't have to be a computer science grad in order to do SAP certification. So what, or, or sorry, who is the ideal candidate for SAP training? Aapka kya hai?
Okay, Kirat, starts with you, then I will answer it accordingly.
Okay. As per my knowledge, since we are offering different domains with different modules, I wouldn't say that we can be specific about who could be the perfect candidate for it, because since obviously the youngsters are looking at us, the executive level people are looking at us. So specifically, they have in their mind that if somebody is from the information technology field, that it will be, very much specific for these kind of people. But this is not the reality as per my knowledge. Since we are offering multiple domains with multiple modules, anybody can enroll in this. And since it will be an additional skill in your resume, and so it could be anything, you can be apart from any domain. Please, Ali.
Okay, George, the ideal candidate for SAP certification is a graduation, if we say graduation in any field, in any aspect, because SAP is not only a finance software, it's not only a procurement software. SAP is a whole business suite, as Salman says. So if a company is using a SAP, if a company is implemented an SAP, they need finance, they need human resources, they need manufacturing people, they need production people, they need IT guys, they need sales people, they need marketing people. And SAP is offering every module for that, every certification for that. And we, CIBA and IUX, are offering these certification in every domain for everyone. Either he is working on a government job, either he's working on a private job, either he's graduating from any other university, he's a background of finance, whatever, HR it is, MBA, CS. There are module for every student, and it not and age doesn't matter for learning a skill. What I say.
And,
So if there is a guy who is just passed their intermediate or FSC, he can also be
yeah.
enrolled.
So yeah, I think that's really important. The point you just made is that it's not focusing just on recent graduates or people who are looking to graduate. It's also people who are perhaps currently in a role, but looking to get that promotion in their work, or their company is just implementing a new SAP system, and they want to get, as I say, a raise or a promotion.
Exactly.
This is an
Yeah.
opportunity for them, or perhaps the companies can be sponsoring them.
Exactly. Salman, do you want to add some on it?
For students, I would say there are two type of students. The Some of the students after the graduate they are going to start a business. Some of the students are going to doing some jobs in the company. So everyone either going for business or either going for a job, they both of them must understand the business functionality and the business process. So if a person wants to learn how business works in Pakistan, or how the job market actually offering, they must understand the business process. The person who want to understand the business functionality, the business process, they can enroll this program.
Great. And you mentioned obviously that this is a German qualification,
Yes,
Exactly.
certificates affiliated with Germany.
Exactly.
yes,
So that's very simple. Yes. Okay. Great. And
One more
can we?
thing I want to add, if we are talking about the trainings and structure, and we will be starting training program very soon in IUX of SAP. The lead trainer for this program is would be Muhammad Salman.
Oh, how exciting! We
Yes.
are honored.
So it would be a
You're coming
benefit. Though
back
he
to
tells
your
us,
alma
yeah.
mater.
And it's an honor for me because it's my university. IU is my university.
Great. Well, we look forward to welcoming you back. So
Yeah, we look
let's
forward to
talk about
welcoming
the
you so much.
modalities, Kirit. What's the approximate duration of this training? How many hours a week is it? How much will it cost? Am I going to have? Can I do it around work? How does it work?
sorry, George, can you repeat the question?
Yeah.
What's the approximate duration of the training? How much will it cost? Can I do it around work? What are the modalities around this course?
Okay, so the approximate duration for this course is about 2.5 to 3 months. And if you are an outsider, then you got to pay around 1,99,000. And if you want to do this course without a certification, then we will be offering you for around 1,75,000. And if you are an ICRA University graduate or a current student, then we will be providing you some additional benefits. Along with that, we will be providing you the e-learning hub, which worth around $3,000, but it will be completely free of cost for the ICRA University students. So
Wow,
that is a
great.
very, very great stuff, I must say.
Yes,
And can I just say, I mean, because some people listening might think, oh, 1,99,000 is a lot of money. And it is a lot of money. But in terms of sort of the return on investment, Ali, could you talk a little bit about that?
Okay.
What are the typical salaries
Uh,
that have SAPs?
yes, I think that 199,000 is quite enough money to pay by the student, but the value he get after getting certified is more than 199,000. Not initially, but indefinitely in some years. Because like right now, I own my company. I have several consultants over there. Some of the IU graduates and some of about to graduate. I have internships as well. So if a person comes to me and says I need a job, then I will ask him why I should you hire you, what extra skills you have. You are like other people who have done their MBA, computer science, whatever you've done. So if he says like I have a knowledge of SAP, I have done certification in finance, I have done certification in supply chain, I have done certification in ABAP and basis and HANA, so I will definitely hire them because he will satisfy one of my clients who required that consultant. So that's the point. If I would hire a person, he would be have some extra skills. So the point is that
And how much,
199,000.
how much, how much, how much are they earning on average? Sort of
The
what's their monthly
starting pay of
salary?
a consultant in Pakistan is approximately starts from 30,000 and varies till 55,000. Depends on their skills and how he can convince the recruiter.
And Ali, I would also want you to highlight the Middle East market in this thing because we
Okay,
have a
sure.
great market in Middle East, right? So
Yeah,
how much
exactly.
money can the prospects make over there?
It depends. I have said it depends. They earn more than 300,000 PKR. They can
Per
convert into
month.
dirham AED per month. Yes, definitely. There are my several friends, and Salman is also one of my friends. We are into the discussion every weekend over several consultants, and somebody is earning 35,000 dirham per month. There are some consultants over there. They are earning 35,000 dirhams per month for an SAP consultancy. Moreover, they can find a freelance work as well on Upwork and freelance of SAP. So they can earn in
Yes.
dollars as well. So there are a lot of work of freelance and Upwork is available. And Salman will quote it that during the pandemic, we have done several projects over there.
It's
That's
totally
nice.
based on your skills. If you are a skilled person, if you are fresh graduated and you have some extra skills like SAP certification, you can easily get the job. It totally depends on your luck as well. Might be some of the students get the job in MNC, might some of the students get the job in Middle East or USA. But if you want to know that how much the SAP consultant or the fresh SAP consultant earn, you can easily connect LinkedIn. There are so many other companies, they are hiring freshers. They give 45,000 45,000 per month, the PKR per month they are offering. But after that, after just gain your expertise or you polish your expertise or skills, you can easily get more than 1 lakh in 1 year easily. Because why SIBA and IU is trying to do is, you create or you enhance your expertise, the students especially, they enhance your expertise. Like you must understand the business functionality, the business processes. So whenever you go going to the market, do you already know the business process, the what is P2P process, what is sale process, what is hiring process, what is recruitment process. They already know after the certification. So they can easily understand the process, they can easily implement the system. So after that, after 1 or 2 years, they can easily get 1 lakh or more than 1 lakh rupees in Pakistan.
Further to add, Salman, the point of Kirat that we
Okay,
are
let's.
offering SAP Learning Hub as well. We are offering certification, and what they will get in Learning Hub, we have to highlight that as well. They do not get only finance, they do not get only supply chain. They can get each and every module we are offering to the students in IUX, and it will be valid for an year.
Oh, it's really great opportunity for everyone because the learning hub is a very great tool. You can through this learning hub you can understand different modules as well, like the digital transformation, like the Fury application. You can you can find the Fury application, what Fury application, the ABAP, the programming, the custom reports. You can understand, you can learn through learning hub. It's a very great opportunity to everyone.
Yeah, and through this platform, you won't get yourself restricted towards one simple domain. You will be, you can get enrolled in any domain. Like for instance, you are getting enrolled for finance, but you will have the learning material for supply chain as well. You will have the learning material for cloud and analytics as well. So I think this is the greatest opportunity, I must say.
Yes, it is. Really, it is.
Oh, okay. Let's just go to questions from our audience now. I'm just going to share. We've got Zenat is saying, what is SIBA and what are the opportunities for the students after completing this course? Maheen says, what are the benefits of the training? And Sayed, is the training session help? Okay. Sorry, opportunities and benefits of this course. So there's a lot of questions around what are the opportunities and benefits of the course. I know we've touched on some, but does anyone want to explain any
Okay.
other opportunities and
Okay,
benefits of
SIBA, let me talk about what is SIBA. SIBA is a consulting firm and which is offered different softwares along with the SAP, Oracle, Microsoft, Huawei, infrastructure, cloud, and we are consulting and training firm providing consultation for the implementation of the software along with the training. And if you talk about the opportunity, if a consultant gets certified, he has three different domains. Number one is to being a consultant in some of like consulting firm like SIBA. There are or other partners as well. In the consultation, he will be directed towards a project. Like I let me explain you what is a project. For example, we take an example that IUX want to implement an SAP solution for their finance, HR, and sales. Now, CIBA will allocate a team of consultants to IUX, and then they will implement that solution. And the team which will be allocated in IUX would be certified consultants of finance, HR, supply chain, and the modules which you are implementing. The first thing, the opportunity of the students will get this to being a consultant. Second, they will be getting hired in a company which are already using SAP. Like if we took on a big company like PSO, all in oil and gas manufacturing companies, OMCs are using SAP. That is PSO, Shell, Hascol, Byco, all are using SAP. If we're taking towards the pharma, fast-moving consumer goods, then Continental Biscuits, Smile Industries, Shan Foods, National Foods, they are already using SAP. So the person who gets certified have an opportunity to go into that company as well and be the part of that system. Last but not the least, they can move abroad, they can work as a freelance, they can provide the training to the upcoming students, to the upcoming generations as well. Salman, do you want to add something on it?
No, I'm just simply saying the opportunities, the benefits are in front of you. I was a student, but after the certification, now, Alhamdulillah, I'm working as a head of SAP and applications. So, guys, don't worry about the opportunities and the benefit. The benefit is 100% surety. The benefits, you will get more benefit. You guys get the competitive edge over others because you understand the system. After the pandemic, the more, if I'm not wrong, more than 35 companies are going to implement SAP. So the SAP consultant or SAP job market will rise, definitely rise. Hiring process will be rise. Don't worry about the opportunities and the benefits.
Okay. Next question. I think he's trying to say, is it a functional side training or technical side? So do you have to have any technical skills before you do this, or can
No, no,
you
sorry,
know
George. He was trying to ask
anybody?
here. There are two different types of modules allocated in SAP. Some are of the functional modules, and some are the technical modules. If we talk about technical modules, then we have ABAP, Basis, Fury, and HANA 2.0. If we talk about functional module, then we have financial accounting, management accounting, sourcing and procurement, sales and distribution, SAP Analytical Cloud. So we are offering both technical modules as well as functional
Okay.
modules.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Rida has written, what job opportunities should I expect after acquiring this certification?
I think we have answered this question already.
Yeah, I think we have. And I think this is the same.
Which companies can
Okay.
hire us?
Which,
Every company which are using SAP, they can easily hire you.
And as Ali has already
okay.
mentioned, very big name.
Yes, Kiran?
Yeah, so I was just saying that Ali has already mentioned some of the big names of the organizations which can hire you once you'll be done with your
Yeah.
SAP Global certification. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone wants to go to Procter and Gamble and GSK, and they are already using SAP.
They're
No
already
way.
using it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, so do you think someone who perhaps has a marketing degree, who is looking to, is a fresher or looking to get into Procter and Gamble or GSK, they are going to struggle if they're up against another candidate who has an SAP, who has the same marketing degree but with an SAP qualification?
Yes, exactly. They will get an
Is
expected
that
age
fair?
over the other candidate if he is having a certification in SAP S/4HANA sales.
I think Salman already mentioned that when he was going for
Okay.
the interview. Yeah. So since he had the additional skill of SAP Global certification, so he got hired in that company. So obviously it's going to be a benefit, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Aruba is asking, can you please share the modules of this course? So, Gerard, how can we see the modules of this course? Where can we find out
Yeah,
more about
sure.
the modules of the course?
Sure, definitely. We are currently offering 5 domains, as I have mentioned earlier. We have supply chain in it. We have computer sciences. We have cloud and analytics. We have HR, and we have finance. These are the domains. But in these domains, there comes modules. So if you want me to highlight the modules for this, I can go further as well.
Well,
If
I don't think we need
any
to. I don't think we need to highlight all the modules now. But is there anywhere they can find that information, or how can they find out the information if they want to find it?
Yeah. Yeah, so I just want to add one thing, George, that on the page of ICRA University Extension and CIBA as well, on the social platforms, we have one of the video in which I have been explaining very vastly regarding the domains and the modules we are offering at ICRA University Extension. So if
Okay,
anybody wants to know regarding the
anything
domain and the
written?
module, they can watch that
Is there
video.
any curriculum written down that we can access?
Sorry, George, come again?
Is there any curriculum on the website or anywhere that we can access the curriculum written down?
Yeah, we do have it on the SAP website, right? Yes, Ali, if you
Actually,
can correct me.
sorry, Kirat. Kirat has already explained the modules in which they can register themselves further. The curriculum will be discussed on the orientation day. They can come easily. It will be free of charge. They can come and join us and meet the experts.
That's what I was getting to. Orientation. Come to orientation and you can find out
Yeah.
all about the curriculum and the modules.
So we are coming up with our orientation
Exactly.
on coming Saturday, which is on 21st of May. We will be coming out with a post shortly in which we will disclose the timing. It could be either from 3 to 5 or either from 6 to 8. That will be disclosed. And yes, for instance, if you're talking about the SAP Global Certification Orientation, we will be having our experts. So whatever the queries our students will be having, they don't have to be worried about anything. It's completely free of cost. Whatever the questions they have in their minds, they can come up with those questions, and we have our experts. They will answer that definitely. All
Exactly.
you need to
Great.
do is mark the date.
And I think this last question. Yeah, this last question is fairly self-evident. Is SAP popular in Pakistan? Yes, that is why IUX is offering the training and certification in SAP. So, well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. So all is left of me is to thank Hamara Mehman, Ali Shaikh, Khirat Sabir, and Muhammad Salman, sorry. And thank you very much. And just a final reminder for everyone to join us at the orientation this Saturday, Saturday the 21st of May. And the timings are going to be put on social media as once they're confirmed. And it's an absolutely free, as Kirat says, free orientation. And you can come and find out all about the modules, the course, and any other questions you may have. So thank you
And
very much.
I just really want to encourage the students, especially the ICRA University students, because you are getting the free e-learning hub, which worth rupees $3,000. It's completely free of cost. So I really don't want you to miss this opportunity and get on board.
Exactly.
That is a deal and a half. So yeah, great. Okay, thank you very much, Salman Saab, Kirat,
Thank you so
Ali
much.
Saab.
Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, and that's all that's left for this episode of Exploring with IUX. Thank you, and join us next time. Until then, Kuda Hafiz.